Coach Justin Leslie, please introduce your players and give us an opening statement.
I have on my right Jared Bryant Jr., senior guard, and then I have on my left Trey Thompson, junior guard.
And Coach, let's talk about a scrappy game. Concordia is one of those teams that never stops fighting, and just talk about how that played into the management of the game and also the eventual outcome.
Well, just a little bit of context on this. Ken Ammon was my assistant coach when I played, and when he got the job at Concordia is what opened the door for me to slide in and start my coaching career. And so there have been a lot of battles over the years, and the more things change, the more they stay the same, both with him and myself. There were no surprises from an X's and O's perspective. This was a game where we knew it was going to come down to the tougher team winning, doing the basics and staying in character with who we are and what we're about as a program. And I just give these young men a lot of credit for embracing that challenge and what that looks like in March, because it's different than November, it's different than December. And I thought that we really responded to the challenges that the game presented.
Yeah, Jared, it looked like the second half when Concordia just was able to take the lead, but it was real quick. It's like you guys didn't let them feel comfortable at all, and you put the pressure on them, really attacking the rim. Is that a part of the game plan? Was that something for you that you were intentional with?
I mean, that's in our scout. That's in our keys. Pressure on the rim is something that coach stresses every single game. It's what wins us games. I mean, we had 46 points in the paint, or 48 points in the paint, and that's really what won us the game. We had more free throws, 17 free throws. They only had 8. It's putting pressure on the rim that wins you games.
All right, Trey, so when you hear that you're playing in the championship game, I mean, do you get any more nerves, or what is it like now moving on to a higher stakes?
And it's just super exciting, when I came on my visit early last year, and coach told me, this is what we were going to play for, and I just trusted it, and our team gathered around that, and we believed in it, and now we're here, so we got to go take what's ours, like coach says, and super excited for the opportunity tomorrow, and I know my teammates are as well.
Obviously, you guys kind of seesawed this game. Obviously, you were hot early in the game. Jerry, you got hot late with 16 second half points. But Trey, I want to start with you. First of all, you have finished with 17, but you have 15 points in the first half. That's your most points in the single half since the Jessup game when you had 16 second half. What was working for you early as you try to kind of steady the ship offensively?
We had success last time against Concordia of, ball screens. So we just kind of went back to that. Aiden Mandel, he sets great screens. Jared Bryant sets great screens. We just had, we got a bunch of dudes that take respect on the defense to, you got guys that got to close out on JV, so it opens the gaps for me, and that was working. And then second half, Jared got to it, so really great job out of JV and the rest of the guys.
Now, obviously, switching over to you, obviously talking about closing out on you, JV, but it looked like they were really fighting through on all your. Every time you're trying to come off a screen, they were just blasting through. How were you able to manage that physicality?
I mean, they can't do that for 40 minutes. In the first half, they're doing a great job. Second half, they lost track a couple times, and I mean, Trey's killing. You get into the paint, so they have to help. You got my teammates open me up. If my teammates aren't producing, I can't produce. We move as a team, and that's just the philosophy that coach has.
Coach, talk about, slightly outside looking in on the regional rankings, knowing potentially playing for your season today, your team really rising to the moment. First Pac West tournament victory in program history. Just the mindset coming into today, but also just the significance that a win like this does for the program.
Well, it's not lost on me that this is a big deal for us. There was a lot on the line before our season started. We had a team meeting where we educated them on how the regional rankings work, what goes into it, and how our schedule factors in. And they're starting to understand what this Division II success looks like as a group. And you essentially schedule your way into the NCAA tournament. That's part of it. It's about consistency. It's about staying true to who you are, staying in character. And as we went into this game, I didn't have to, we're all watching the scores, right? But the question was simple, it's not branded as the NCAA tournament, but when conference tournament play starts, that is the start of the NCAA tournament at all levels. And understanding that, and not being paralyzed in the moment, this is the time to honor all the work and everything that we've done to get to this point. I sold a vision to these young men, started with Jared, Aiden, and Caleb to come back, right? And then for the other 12 that we brought in, of what we could do together and what I thought the future could look like at Westmont. And, I just give them a lot of credit. I have been incredibly hard on these young men all season long. Not to, just be difficult for the sake of being difficult, but because like they have it in them. It's like we just had to go kicking and screaming to drag it out, right? But it's there. And like, so as we went into this game, like we can ask for permission or we can go take it. And like, this is a game for takers that want to be a part of the moment, that aren't afraid of the moment. And, and to have so many guys in double figures, different players step up at different times of the game, like that's the best, Michael Lally in his first half, he's a freshman who's played limited minutes, and he helped us win a postseason game when we're fighting for our life, when Aiden's in foul trouble, right? You look at Braden was off all game, and then he goes 8 for 8 to ice the game at the free throw line. Like, it's just a collective effort. Devon's offensive rebound putback that created the separation that would go 66 to 60. They're just buying into everyone's contribution, and I couldn't be more proud of this team and to be representing Westmont into the postseason.
And Jared, for you, you've been a part of this journey for Westmont in the Pac West. For you personally, how much does this win mean? But also, just late, it seemed like you kind of just took the game in your hands and you weren't going to let anything else happen out there.
It really means everything. Genuinely, I've been here. This is my 3rd year at Westmont. Coaching change. I put my faith in Coach Leslie, and I'm just thankful to Coach Leslie. Thankful for my teammates. Thankful to God for just bringing me to Westmont. It's truly a blessing. It's a dream come true just to be able to play in March. Really.
Good. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Players.